So, boys, let's get into the trade recap for today. Today, coming to the day, I was bearish. Um, we had a obviously bearish movement down um, overnight. So I was bearish coming into the day. It was just an obviously bearish uh, bias. I was looking to go to London low. Um, and so basically what happened was we opened here around 9:30. We have this 5 minute we have this 5 minute gap right here. This one right here. This one right here. We have this 5 minute gap. So I was looking for an inversion of that. If we got the inversion of that, I was looking to enter. So actually, let me try to see if that was the right gap. I might be pointing out the wrong gap. I think it was actually I was looking for an inversion of this gap right here. I think. Well, anyways, basically what happened was um, we came down and we did obviously inverse that gap, but we hit this internal low. And so because we hit that internal low, I wasn't willing to enter just because I kind of felt like I missed the trade. Technically I could have entered in here, but I wasn't sure if we were going to reverse off that internal low sweep. So I didn't. We still had that London low draw, but I just didn't want to rush it and, get FOMO and enter. So I didn't. Off of this though, we did come down into a 4 hour gap and after sweeping London low. And so I was pretty confident in the uh, bullish bias after this, like reversing my bias to bullish. We have London high, and on MES we had equal highs here at London high. So we also swept London low in ES, so I was pretty confident that we were going to reverse. So I remained patient. We created a 2 minute gap right here. So I remained patient. We got a sweep of that, or we got a inverse of that 2 minute gap. I entered right there. It was just a little bit late of an entry, but I entered right there. Another reason why I liked this trade was because we had a 5 minute unfilled right here and a 5 minute unfilled right here, and right there. And so I liked the targets that we had. And then obviously we had London high as well. So basically what happened was we came down, we continued higher. And so we hit this 5 minute high and we hit this internal high. Sorry, we hit this 5 minute unfilled and we hit this internal high. I was break even at that point after this internal high was swept. I got a little emotional, I'm not gonna lie. The reason being was because I was risking a little bit more than I wanted to. I was risking about $500 today, and I was also originally bearish coming into the day. And I don't usually like to reverse my bias. Like I don't usually do that. It's not something I normally do. Other people do, and it's something that I need to get better at, honestly. And today it was a valid idea to reverse my bias because we swept all the draws and liquidity, which was London low, and we also came into the new week opening gap. So there was really no reason for us to go down further. So flipping my bias today was good, but I wasn't feeling like that during the trade. I was feeling a little bit worried that I was trading against my bias. Like for example, when I saw this, I was like, oh God, I feel like I'm gonna get stopped out. This was nice, and I should have just, let this run, but we just like I think I actually what I actually I like I exited when we got to this point on this candle. This candle came down, it was showing a bearish candle, and I was a little bit worried that we were going to reverse. And so I got out around here a little bit early. I mean, obviously it's early. This 5 minute unfilled was my target. I took my profits. I was happy with it. Again, the main reason why I took the trade early was just because I wasn't feeling great about, switching my bias. And I also wasn't feeling great about the fact that I was risking like $500 or something. So I just wanted to take profits. And I did. And it wasn't a bad idea. I'm glad I didn't get stopped out or like come down and then get stopped out or like, get too greedy and stuff. But I should have at least let my trade go to this 5 minute unfilled because it was a pretty obvious draw. Um, I missed out on about $200 from that, but I still made decent profit, so I'm happy with it. I just need to get better about recognizing when it's a good idea to flip your bias and when it's not. Today was a good idea to flip the bias, and the draws and liquidity were good. So I should have been more confident in it, and if I was more confident, I wouldn't have you know took profits early. So just got to be more confident and be confident in the trade that I entered and just let it rip. um what else? Yeah, other than that, I mean, it was basically after I closed out, I mean, we went up, we went up, we went up. I mean, just I was right about flipping my bias today. I mean, we literally like skyrocketed to London highs today. We are just going insane. We're going to Asia highs right now. Um, yeah, really, it was a good trade. We just flipped Asia highs and ES actually. So yeah, it was a good trade. Caught it all the way down here. I'm not mad about it. But next time I should just not take profits early. But at the same time, I made good profits, so I shouldn't get greedy either because I'm just trying to put my stop back. I shouldn't get greedy either because I can't do that. I shouldn't get greedy either because so one day, I might like, you know, be like, oh, let me let it run, let it run, let it run, and then I get stopped out and then I miss out on a bunch of profits that I could have taken. So happy I made money today. A lot of people probably didn't. There's a lot of people that can't even pull money from the market, so I'm glad I was able to. And yeah, this is my second trade on my 50K funded account. So it's another one to get a good trading day to get in the books. Um, yeah, happy about it. Just got to stay a little bit less emotional and just yeah, just feel better about it. So I made $395 today. I took two trades. So the first one was $396, and the second one was a break even trade. I took a trade like in here somewhere. Basically, I saw an inversion, and then I entered. I think I saw like a 1 minute inversion. I entered to go long, and I basically just entered one contract because it's like $71 a risk. And I was gonna let it go to London highs. We swept an internal high, and then I moved it to break even, and then I ended up getting stopped out of break even. My draw was right. Like if I didn't get stopped out of break even, we would have hit the London high, and my trade would have been correct. I mean, it was a bad trade. Like I'll be honest. Like the reason I took it was because I missed out on some profits on my first trade, so I was kind of revenge trading in a way to try to make those profits. I was only risking one contract, so it wasn't like I would have lost much, but it still ended up emotionally lock in and not let that happen. But the reason I was so like confident in it was just because of all these draws. I mean, look at all this liquidity we have to go up and sweep. Like so much liquidity, so much buy side liquidity, like literally so much. So, I mean, it was just like the draws are so obvious, like literally just insane. So I was just like, dude, I don't even care. Like, let me just enter. Let me risk very little. Like, look at all. Like, this is nice hourly low. I mean, no hourly highs. We had a bunch of 15-minute highs. Like, it was just obvious draw. So that's why I entered and took it. Next time, I shouldn't do that. I mean, I've only risked one contract, so it's not the end of the world. But you never know when a day when I'm just upset, I take a $500 risk and I get stopped out or something after making profit. That'd be a bad day. So got to limit that. But yeah, my draws and liquidity were correct today. My flipping my bias was correct. So it was a solid day. I made $395. And yeah, pretty solid day. Up $680 on the funded account. I'm just going to keep pushing. Got to get five winning days of $150 or more to even get a payout. So I'm just going to keep pushing, keep locking in, and hope for good price action. Today was great price action. So I'm loving it. Yeah, other than that, have a good rest of your day. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.